I found a woman's sock that clearly wasn't mine after I came back from a week-long work trip, but when I asked my boyfriend about it, he lied and said that he moved it onto the table right where I had put it. I, 28F, was away for a week for work. He, 30M, was off work nearly this entire time as he works 1 week on, 1 week off. When I came home, my boyfriend had cleaned the house up quite extensively. Obviously not a crime in itself, but it was surprising and a little out of character. I usually have to do most of the cleaning, so it was unexpected. He'd even picked up some of my laundry that I'd left in the washroom and living room and put it in the basket. I was surprised, but I didn't think much of it. He started night shifts the day after I returned and I was working days, so I came home from work after he'd left. I figured I'd spend some time cleaning the house too as he'd done. There's a shop vac that had been sitting just outside of our bedroom door for a few weeks that I finally moved to the closet. When I moved it, I found a sock just behind it. A small ankle sock, obviously women's in a brand that I've never seen before. I had a bad feeling by this point, but I put the sock on a table by my bedside and continued cleaning, intending to ask him about it when he returned from work early in the morning. When I asked him whose sock it was, he said he didn't know. He then said he found it on the stairs and thought it was mine, so he put it there. But I put the sock there. I doubt he'd even seen it around the house, or else it wouldn't have been behind the shop vac. And if he had seen it and thought it was mine, wouldn't he have put it in the basket with my other clothes that he'd put away? I told him that I put the sock there and asked him why he lied about putting it there. He said he didn't have anybody over and he didn't know whose sock it is. I left and got ready for work and he went to sleep. Any advice on how to address this? Update 1. He woke up. I'm sitting here in my office area, doing some work but also periodically crying and reading the comments here. He came into the room and tried cuddling me from behind my chair. I was obviously stiff and he asked me why I was mad at him. I said that I didn't know why he wasn't honest with me earlier about the sock. He said he didn't lie to me. I said I put the sock there on the table so he couldn't have. He said that he'd meant he'd found the sock while cleaning and he'd tossed it aside, landing forgotten behind the shop vac. He then got super mad, saying that I'm always accusing him of cheating. Swearing around and saying that he's not coming on our trip to my parents' house during the summer and that he's staying at the house all summer and that a friend of mine who was supposed to rent the house for work during the summer can't stay there then because he'll be here. I asked him why he was getting so mad and said that I'd been upset and I just needed an explanation and reassurance from him. He continued to lose it. Stormed towards the door and threw his cup full of coffee down the stairs. Grabbed an old baseball bat that we keep by the stairs and started hitting the step outside the door yelling that he's not fudging cheating. Threw his lunch that he'd packed for work all over the steps and peeled off in his truck. Update 2. We broke up. As a lot of the comments have said too, it wasn't really about the sock anymore. Maybe I will never know what happened while I was away, but the violence in his response was frightening and I don't want to be with someone that makes me feel unsafe in my home. It wasn't the first time I've seen him that angry, but it's the first time that he's done something so physical and I don't want to be involved if it continues to escalate. He's been taking some of his stuff while I've been out of the house, and one of our dogs, which has been probably the most upsetting out of all of this, and I've been changing the lock code after each time. I have some friends that live nearby that I've explained the situation to and they've assured me I can contact them if I ever end up in an unsafe situation. Thank you to everyone that has offered advice, shared their own experiences, or expressed concern for my safety in the comments. There will be a lot of changes in my life upcoming due to this, but I know it's for the best.